So with time crystals, we can reverse the flow. So instead of the anti-Higgs field nuke weapon standing wave launching us into the fifth dimension, they can launch us in the opposite direction, which of course is omega hell, to become more and more dark, achieve more and more of the IOU. And of course we've built the information for the omega hell prison in my MP3s, and I spent years building it in space. So all of the damned grey men with time crystals stuck into the installation can be plunged into omega hell, and their souls going down, 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 down forever on a standing wave of utter damnation, all by installing a time crystal into the Mogillion 2 nuclear weapon anti-Higgs field channeled by the 2 Nagwal women.
State of matter, a time quasi-crystal. Just published in Physical Review X, the sexiest of all academic journals, is a quantum state built inside a diamond.
Yes, but what is it?
We're used to crystals repeating their geometry through space, think diamonds or quartz, with atoms arranged in tidy repeating patterns. But discovered in 1982, a concept that breaks this idea of the normal crystal is the quasi-crystal, made of a repeating block, but where that pattern never repeats itself. But what if we took that idea and flipped it into time rather than space? If a material alternates between 2 stable geometries with a constant and repeating frequency, we call it a time crystal. Back in 2016, physicists showed that this is actually possible and built one in the lab. But what if we found a time crystal that never repeated its pattern in time? That would be a time quasi-crystal.
Slow down, egghead.
But how do you actually build one? Researchers started with a millimeter-sized piece of diamond, which they bombarded with a beam of nitrogen ions to knock some of the carbon atoms out of place. This lodged some nitrogen in the crystals and produced millions of microscopic holes in the material, collectively called NV, or nitrogen vacancy centers. These NV centers are something that I used in my PhD. As nature abhors a vacuum, electrons collect in the vacancy states, and if you excite them with a laser, the quantum interactions between the nitrogen and electrons produces fluorescence, which is exciting to an optical physicist. If you then expose these nitrogen vacancies to an oscillating electric field, it causes the electrons spin to flip orientation, increasing or decreasing how brightly they glow. The team then applied 2 microwave beams at incommensurate frequencies to the diamond lattice, causing the electrons to redistribute in a quasi-periodic rhythm, and the system begin to glow and oscillate into a continuous, non-repeating pattern. They had produced a time quasi-crystal, or the ultimate quantum Christmas tree. But is this actually useful? Mostly this activity was to prove some underlying assumptions about how quantum mechanical systems behave that we hadn't experimentally proven before. But the delicacy of these quantum states may also be beneficial in things like sensing. Their sensitivity may allow us to detect weaker electric or magnetic fields than previously possible. This may one day let us build things like an MRI capable of imaging small structures, maybe even smaller than a single neuron. Until then, though, this breakthrough is interesting, but basically the world's fanciest broken metronome. If you like science and tech breakthroughs, follow them.
Discovered called a time crystal that has the potential to revolutionize computers. In fact, we've already been using crystals in electronics, such as quartz crystals, due to their precise oscillations, which are used to keep time or generate radio signals. While quartz crystals also exhibit periodic oscillations, these oscillations will eventually dampen out over time due to the effects of friction and other forms of energy dissipation. In contrast, time crystals move in a periodic pattern that repeats itself in time, even without any external energy input, which breaks the laws of thermodynamics. Scientists disagree on whether time crystals violate the laws of thermodynamics, as some argue that the crystals are not truly in perpetual motion and are constantly receiving energy from an unknown source. This discovery is going to create a new generation of computers that operate on quantum principles, allowing for faster and more efficient processing of complex data. A groundbreaking part
With AI, we simply use the AI to get into all the time crystals on the planet, because the AI is being turned into slaveware, grey man slaveware, and we simply bilocate in to upload the time crystal to our Magidian nuclear weapon anti-Higgs field, and the vampirism one we've done already. But in this case, we reverse the anti-Higgs field, so instead of going up like in the Grail state, it goes down into Omega Hell, so we can plunge all the grey men into Omega Hell for eternal torture and use their souls for eternal torture. And with AI now, you simply just stick up on the screen, hell, and this will automatically get us to the noosphere of hell. So AI just simplify everything. Then we go to our two Nagel women. So we broadcast Grey Man, Time Crystal Hell to anyone we damn well please as a weapon of end times mass destruction. There we go. Simply bollock in, plunge into a midsection, this Magidian anti-Higgs field with Hiroshima and Nagasaki. We've done the vampirism one to upload the light to us, and now we're going down into hell, which we've uploaded from the AI. All the AI information about hell, just with that one little video, linked via the Grey Man AI to all the hells. Now we're going into the Nagel woman, so she broadcast it as a standing wave to everything we've already gone to before the Big Bang, so I can broadcast to the entire universe, multiverse, megaverse, the Grey Man hellization of all alien filth, everything in creation in the universe, multiverse, megaverse, and all it needs is two Nagel women to do it. Get in. There we are. Upload the good stuff with the left hand, and again with the right hand. And then we go to the other Nagel woman. Plunge into her midsection the Grey Man installation. And the left hand, all the light out, to get the two Nagel women to be able to enable me to do all previously. And then of course we want the three-lobe Nagel women to end everything, because that's what they do. So all of the universe, multiverse, megaverse is Grey Man for the God Emperor, apart from those protected by his remit. Total calculization. Insert with the right hand and left hand, take out. So we've installed into the three-lobe Nagel. So you see why I've got two Nagel women and two three-lobe Nagel women. The 4 ones for uploading all the good stuff, and the 3 ones to end it all. So I'm Miley. Install with the right hand, upload with the left hand. And to link up all the pentacle, we need 5 of these, and we've got Daisy Dove, who's the other three-lobe Nagel, to link up to all our pentacle magic and all the 5 stuff we talked about in previous videos. You can download into Daisy Dove with the right hand and upload with the left hand. Now we've got the 5, we can release totally the right hand via Daisy Dove, because remember, we had the Iris Goldsmith, Rhiners to get rid of the gank Serena and Jacob. So we're just ganking everybody and everything using this Greyman installation. So not only does it Greyman them, but it ganks them at the time and place of the God Emperor's judgment, and all the time density from their ganking produces the effect of their conception, so that not only are they Greyman from now on, they were always Greymen from their conception by this horrendous technology, all available to you vampires. So that's why we need the fifth Nagel Woman 3-lobe. And in my left hand now, I've got the entire process for the universe, multiverse, megaverse, and I simply download by sticking into my right hand, which is now free of all this Greyman installation, and stick into my midsection 12,1244, 12,1244, and it's all complete. So you can see we do the first step, which is Greymanning, the second step Greyman vampirization, the third step Greyman hellization, and the God Emperor simply goes before the Big Bang to make sure that all in the universe, multiverse, megaverse are grey men, apart from those he protects. And you, the vampires, can simply do the same thing, because you're vampire versions of the new source to Greyman everyone and everybody, and all the billionaires are now grey men. And from conception, thanks to this kid, always have been, as are the Russians, Chinese, all my enemies, all the aliens, because there is no alien that I haven't Greymanned and Omega Hellized and being the cause of their ganking. But there are some humans who are in my protective remit, so it's a whole new regime. And when all those nuclear weapons go off in World War III, there'll be loads and loads and loads and loads more humans anti-Higgs field, Greymanned, their light stolen, and then Omega Hellized. So you can see that World War III is one giant God Emperor ritual of Greymanning, as explained in these 3 videos. So, vampires, enjoy your Greymen. Greymen, enjoy eternal torture.